What's up, y'all? In this video, I'm going to be breaking down how to fix your discovery call show-up rates. So this is super common in outbound in particular, where book a call and then the client no-shows. Even in paid ads, it's very common for this to happen. So how do we fix this? Well, I want to show you a process that even if you don't have content, or building a personal brand or have no brand, that you can use to increase these show-up rates on your calls. Now, there's a second part of this that can really take this to the next level, but stick to the end for that. So we have our booking process. Now, this could be a variety of channels. Let's say, for example, it could be paid ads, it could be paid ads, cold calling, email. It doesn't matter. You get the point. But regardless, this booking process happens outside of, say, for example, a closer or account executive that's going to take that call and take that client through the finish line. So that's what I mean when I say booking process independent of the closer. Now, the client schedules the call. Now, as soon as the client schedules the call, whoever that call is contingent on, or whoever owns that call, I don't know why I'm using all these fancy words. It's not necessary. Whoever's owning that specific next phone call calls that person immediately as soon as the call is booked and confirms and say, hey, nice to meet you. I read such and such, or such and such told me that you're working through this. Look forward to chatting with you and see you on X date at X time. The reason that matters is that we as human beings psychologically are much more likely to show up and do something if we know that somebody is waiting for us. Because oftentimes, and I've certainly done this to salespeople where it's like, yeah, whatever, it's a salesperson. Their time is not as important as mine, and that they will make time for me. And that's generally how people think about it. They won't ever put it into those terms, but that's usually how people think about it. Now, once the call is confirmed, send them a text message confirmation right away. And if we're calling an office line or we don't have their cell, have the salesperson ask them to say, just to confirm, like, your cell, I have your cell here and it's this number, right? It's 123 such and such. Then the day before the call, give them a 24-hour confirmation call leading up to it. So just say, hey, I know Mr. Customer, life happens. We'll such and such, yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Because again, it reinforces that, hey, this person's waiting for me at this time. And then same with the text message confirmation. Because how the hippocampus works is that with memory, the more pieces of context, or the more, the hippocampus is a part of the brain. I just assumed that you guys knew what that is. But the hippocampus is the part of the brain that is responsible for memory. So in this case, the more pieces of context or information that we give clients, the more that they're actually going to remember, and the more that these things are going to register in their brain as a way to remember that, hey, I actually have this appointment. In addition to, of course, sending them the calendar event. And if they haven't received the calendar event, this is actually a good thing to add here. Calendar confirmation. And say, hey, Mr. Customer, I see that you haven't accepted the calendar invite. Asked to confirm. Now, this process actually just resumes as normal if they do accept it. But anyways, moving in any case, moving on to the next stage. We then confirm as well, text message, say, hey, first name. These parts, these two, you can automate, but it's important to make them look like they're not automated, of course. And the actual day of the call, say, hey, send them a personalized video in the morning and say, hey, first name, I'm really looking forward to chatting with you later today, and we'll see you at such and such time. And then call them 2 hours before the meeting to confirm and say, hey, first name. And this actually happened to me last week where the person could no longer do that time. But had I not called them, I wouldn't have known. And so I was able to reschedule them to the next day and able to get that demo in. So call 2 hours before the meeting to confirm, because we now say, hey, Mr. Customer, I know life happens and I know that you're busy. So I wanted to make sure that we're still good for such and such time. And that is the process of how to book and increase the show-up rates on all of your appointments. So if you found this video valuable and you want personalized scripts, you want the actual scripts that we use for our agency, then go ahead and book a implementation call, and I can put together this as part of your 6 months to 100K per month roadmap. In order to be eligible for that, you need to be an agency owner, number one, and you need to be doing over 25K per month. So if that fits you, then go ahead and book a call, and I'll see you on the other side. Cheers.